Hi guys, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. And today we'll be talking about change. You see, today's session is more like a charge, right? But let's get into it. So now, let's reason this together. The difference between a man and a child is growth, right? But at the ending of it is change. So you see, change is a function of growth. But what is change? Change, I like this definition, right? Change is a shift from one pattern to another, a shift from one position to another. Shift in itself, right, can mean to reconfigure or restructure, right? So change is a beautiful thing. Now, is change bad? No, change is not necessarily bad. No, not at all. Change is not necessarily bad. See, change may be scary. Yes, change may mean uncertainty. Change may mean a lack of comfort, right? Change may mean you won't know what's going to happen, right? That a lot of things can come with change. Change can bring fear, right? But at the same time, change can bring opportunities. Change can bring new goals. Change can bring new things into your life, right? So we shouldn't fear change because of the bad that it could bring, but we should consider change because of the good that it could bring. Now, why should I change? Very interesting question. Why should I change? Because you see, change help us to grow. Change help us to learn new skills. Change help us to set new goals, right? Change help us to set new goals. Now, I know changing can be very hard, can be tiring sometimes, right? It could be fearful, right? I'll share an example, right? Just last month I had a schedule that I was following up for a year, right? I just finished my mandatory service last month, right? So I had a schedule I was following up for a year, and now as I completed my mandatory service, I got free. My status changed. So now at my 1 year service, right, I was paid in quotes an allowance, right? So now that I'm not being paid the allowance, right? It's a change in my schedule, a change in my revenue, right? A change that I have to go through, right? A change that comes with life, right? So now if I begin to think about, oh my God, I don't have all these things down, I don't have this down, I won't enjoy the benefits of that change. Because you see, while in my mandatory service, right, there were some certain jobs I could not apply for. There were some certain things I couldn't do because of the fact that I was on a level. But now that my level has changed, now that there have been a transformation from one level to another, there are some certain opportunities that I could venture for. There are some certain things that I could do now because of I'm done with my 1 year mandatory service. So you see, change is something that we should do, right? Because change is a part of growth. Change is, you could say, change is the ending of growth, right? When a man grows to a certain age, right, change happens. The first change that happens is puberty, right? And after that, different changes begin to happen based on certain decisions that a man made, right? So change is really good. My dad used to tell us when we were younger, right? He used to say, if you want to change a man, change what he knows. You see, I started up this YouTube channel, right? Because I felt like there were people around me, right, that I could bless. There were people around me that I could impact with my knowledge, right? I didn't go about trying to change people, right? But rather, I was more interested in trying to change what they know, right? Because knowledge can help a man take decisions. Right? So I wanted to change what people know. I wanted to change their mindset, right? Let them to see the way I see. And if I'm seeing correctly, let them join me. But if I'm not seeing correctly, let them advise me, right? So today's video, like I said, is a charge, right? A charge I'm asking you, please endeavor to change, right? Change how you work, right? There's a difference between a junior staff and a senior staff, right? Is how they work, right? So change how you work. Don't settle for complacent, right? Don't settle for it at all. Refuse to be in a place of comfort, right? Set new goals, right? Change what you were doing before. I'm a programmer, right? So the difference between a senior programmer or a beginner and an advanced programmer is how he or she works, right? So you see, as a beginning programmer, you write out all the code, right? Sometimes it could take hours, right? But an advanced programmer, how we do it is that we make use of libraries. Instead of writing out the entire code, we write separate libraries and we call them into the main code. This enables us to save time, right? But this didn't come at once. It came after our growth from beginner to intermediate to advanced. That's when there was a change, right? So you see, change, function of growth, change is also a function of knowledge. Those are the two things that I've said. Change is a function of growth, change is a function of knowledge. So please endeavor to change today. Take it up as a challenge. Tell yourself, I will change today. Once again, thank you so much for joining us, right? Please, if you've been blessed, if you receive value, share a comment or text a comment, change. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. That's bye for today.